Every man on the path to self-mastery will face challenges not only from the world, but from within. In relationships, we often encounter emotional patterns that test our control and push us to grow. Instead of letting these challenges throw us off balance, what if we could use them to strengthen our focus, calm, and resolve? Relationships are where we come face to face with our own weaknesses. The things we see as faults in others often reveal what we need to work on within ourselves. Today, we're going to dive into 10 traits commonly found in relationships that can challenge a man's sense of control. But here's the twist. We're not going to complain about them. We're going to use them as stepping stones to build unshakable character, unbreakable calm, and true inner strength. 1. High emotional expression. He who controls his own emotions is stronger than he who captures a city. When emotions run high, it's easy to get swept up in them. A partner who's expressive or prone to mood swings might seem overwhelming, but this is a test, a real test. Every time emotions flare up, it's a chance for you to practice patience, to choose calm. This isn't about ignoring or dismissing feelings, but standing steady as a rock. True power lies in letting others express themselves without letting it disturb your own peace. 2. Need for security. If you're disturbed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius. Some may think needing reassurance or security is a weakness, but really, it's a lesson in your own stability. Can you remain solid without needing anyone else to be? Can you provide security without losing yourself? When you're truly strong, you don't look outside yourself for approval, and you don't rely on anyone else to feel stable. Practice this, and watch yourself grow unshakable. 3. Desire for connection. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. Marcus Aurelius. Sometimes we're tempted to pull away when things get too emotional or intense. But remember, distancing yourself from discomfort doesn't make you stronger. Instead, real strength means being present and understanding without getting pulled in. When you can face emotions without flinching, you're no longer avoiding, you're growing. Every challenge and connection is an opportunity to choose strength over escape. 4. Frequent need for reassurance. The wise man is not troubled by what he does not possess, but he is satisfied with what he has. Seneca. In relationships, it's common to feel a need for reassurance, especially when insecurities arise. If you find yourself with someone who often seeks validation, don't rush to judge. Instead, turn inward. This is a perfect opportunity to question your own dependence on others' approval. Ask yourself, do I crave validation? Do I let someone else's opinion define me? When we step back from the need for external praise, we find a steady strength that doesn't depend on anyone's approval. Be the person who is secure in who he is, without needing constant reassurance from the world. Stand firm in your own sense of self-worth and watch as it brings peace and confidence not just to you, but to those around you. 5. Sensitivity to criticism. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Marcus Aurelius. We all know that feeling, when a word or glance sets someone off, or when criticism is taken personally. Sensitivity is often seen as a flaw, but for a Stoic, it's a mirror. It shows us how easily we let others' opinions influence us. If we react too quickly, we lose our grip on calm. Instead, embrace the Stoic teaching. Value honesty, but don't let anyone's reaction alter your path. When faced with someone sensitive to criticism, remain steady. Offer truth without judgment, strength without pride. This will show you that real power isn't about never hearing criticism, but about standing firm, unaffected by it. Number 6. Attachment to material security. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Money, comfort, possessions. These are things many of us chase, even in relationships. We can feel the pull of material desires, but a Stoic sees this as a reminder. True wealth isn't found in things, but in our character, our calm, and our strength. Don't get drawn into someone else's chase for comfort. Instead, be the one who sees material things for what they are, tools, not treasures. If a partner's attachment to material security begins to affect you, remember this: the value of life lies in simplicity and strength, not luxury. Anchor yourself in that, and no amount of wealth, or lack of it, will shake you. 7. Emotional dependence on others. To be calm is the highest achievement of the self. Zen proverb. We often see it in relationships, a need for constant emotional support. someone else's presence to feel complete. But emotional dependence is a test of our own independence. Are we able to offer support without losing ourselves? Are we firm in our identity even when others lean on us? For a Stoic, the goal is self-sufficiency. You want to be there for others, yes, but without becoming dependent on their moods, needs, or fears. Build yourself so solid that you can help others without becoming entangled in their struggles. In the end, your peace should be so deeply rooted that nothing outside of you can disturb it. Number 8. Tendency to overthink. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. Seneca, overthinking can drain the energy out of life, a habit that leads us away from the present. In relationships, it's easy to get caught up in analyzing every word, every action. If you're with someone who overthinks, take it as a reminder. How often do you do the same? Stoicism teaches us to live in the moment, to be free from the chains of excessive thought. If you find yourself overthinking, stop and focus on what you can control: your actions, your words, your state of mind. And if someone else is caught up in their own thoughts, be the calm in their storm. By mastering the present, you'll find clarity and strength beyond anything overthinking could ever offer. Number 9. Intense emotional reactions. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca, emotions can be powerful: anger, jealousy, fear. When these reactions arise in others, they often trigger our own responses. But remember, a Stoic doesn't let external emotions dictate his actions. Instead, see these intense emotions as a challenge to practice self-control. Imagine yourself as a mountain, firm, steady, and unmoved by storms. The next time someone's emotions flare up, don't react. Instead, respond thoughtfully, or don't respond at all. Let the storm pass without allowing it to disturb your calm. This is the essence of Stoic strength, to remain composed no matter what happens around you. 10. Insecurity and self-doubt. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. Seneca. Insecurity and self-doubt can drain even the strongest relationships. When someone you're with expresses doubt in themselves, let it be a reminder to look within. How secure are you in your own worth? How well do you know who you are? A Stoic builds his identity on his values, not on opinions. Be that kind of person. Show, by example, that true confidence isn't built on approval from others, but on living by your own principles. The more you embody this strength, the more others will learn from you. At the end of the day, every one of these challenges isn't about fixing someone else. It's about fortifying yourself. Stoicism teaches us that power doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from controlling ourselves. So next time you're faced with any of these weaknesses, use it as a training ground for your own mind. The goal isn't to change people, but to grow into someone so strong, so steady, that no one else's emotions, words, or actions can shake you. That's real power, and once you have it, you'll know that nothing outside of you can ever truly control you.